Today on Bridge City Sessions Gear Reviews, we're going to be taking a look at the Prodigal Sound Mission Control pedal. Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to the channel. We do all sorts of stuff on this channel, like band sessions, as well as gear reviews and demos just like this one. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button and consider subscribing. So today we're looking at the Prodigal Sound's Mission Control pedal, and this thing is huge. I mean, look at this. It's like a gigantic metal tank. It's made of solid metal. Am I holding it upside down? What am I doing here? It's got two JJ12AX7s in it, so it's an actual tube preamp or boost or all-around pedal of awesomeness. One of my favorite features about this pedal are the huge knobs here. If you saw my Minerva gear review, you know that I'm a big fan of these knobs. They're just really cool. These ones are actually stepped, which is super tight. You can hear them click. Let me talk about the controls a little bit. This one over here is a low pass filter. It'll cut the low end, and it's stepped in 6 different positions. If you're really having an issue with like some of your sub bass frequencies and stuff like that, you can just cut them out. Pretty simple. These two pedals actually work in conjunction. This one here is a boost, and this one is not stepped, but this is the boost, and then this one, which is stepped, is the frequency which you're boosting. So that's pretty sweet. Jeremy, if I didn't explain that correctly, I'm sorry, man. It's been a long day. Yeah. Okay, moving on. And then this one over here is your gain control. Let's see. We have a volume knob, bass and treble. The bass and treble are pretty cool. What they are, they actually, there's a term for this. Backsandal? Backsandal. Backsandal. This is a word I don't know anything about, but apparently that's a real word. So the bass and the treble are backsandal EQs. What that means is when you set them to noon, they're flat. And then if you turn them down, they cut, and if you turn them up, they actually boost. And then there's a bright switch right here. It's just a little cool toggle switch. I love how like clicky everything is and how everything just has this really like sturdy quality build feeling to it. And then you have a cool green jewel here that turns on when you turn the pedal on and off. Super solid, made of metal. You could hit someone in the head with it and probably kill them. I don't recommend doing that. I think somehow we would be liable if that happened, so don't do that shit. So in this video, what I did was I went to a track that I've been recording and I redid the bass with the Mission Control pedal, and I just wanted to do an A/B comparison so that you can see what it sounds like compared to a SANSAMP clone. Because SANSAMP clones are pretty popular. I guarantee you've heard SANSAMPs on hundreds of records and probably not even realized it. All right, so let's get to it. So I have the Mission Control pedal plugged into my Apollo Twin, and I'm just running an amp sim. I'm using the Neural DSP Dark Glass amp sim. Actually, let's open this guy up so you can see what's going on here. There it is. Essentially, I'm using the Mission Control as a boost in front of the amp right now, and I'll show you what it sounds like as a boost, and then I'll also bypass the preamp section on the Dark Glass plugin, and we can use the Mission Control as a preamp, because it actually works really well for both of them. I have a song opened up here, and I really was not stoked with the bass tone, so I just wanted to go through and retrack it with the Mission Control pedal and see if I could get a better bass tone out of it. So far, I've played around with this pedal a little bit, but I really dig what it's doing to the bass. It really just gives you like a nice, thick, gritty bass sound. I'm using it as a boost right now, but it sounds really good. I'm digging it. So let me explain what we have going on here. First knob here, and this is a variable high pass. Pretty standard high pass. Now the next two knobs that we have here actually work together. The one with the arrow underneath it is a boost knob. And the one with the waves underneath it actually sets the frequency for the boost. So that sounds really good down there on the low end. Okay, and then the fourth knob we have over here is the gain control. Just gonna leave that thing dialed all the way up. Now moving down here, we have a little switch, little toggle switch, and this is a brightness switch, so. So we'll go ahead and turn the brightness on. Okay, so the next knob we have over here with the little speaker under it is the master volume. The next two knobs are the bass and the treble controls. And the interesting thing about the bass and the treble controls are when they're at 12 o'clock, they're actually flat. And so if you turn them to the left, they start cutting. And if you turn them to the right, they start boosting. They're actually a lot more technical than that, but I'm too dumb to explain how they work. Here's what they sound like. Okay, so I have this thing dialed in how I like it, and like I said, I'm just using this in front of the Neural DSP Dark Glass Bass plugin. Let me show you what it sounds like. Here's just the plugin. And here's with it on. Okay, so here's what it sounds like as a preamp. So if I bypass the preamp on the Neural DSP plugin, we'll be using the Mission Control as a preamp essentially. So here's what that sounds like. Pretty killer. So I'm going to record these bass tracks here real quick, and then we'll listen back and see what it sounds like in the mix. Alright, so I have the bass tracks recorded. I'm just going to play you what they sound like A-B. Originally, I'd used the BOD TSC SANSAMP clone, which is a pretty sweet free plugin and sounds really good, especially for being free, but it just didn't quite give me the tone I was looking for. So what we're going to do is I'll go back and play this track, and then we're going to A-B them so that you can see what each one of them sounds like. Alright, thanks so much for watching. What do you guys think of the Mission Control pedal? Let us know in the comments below. Like always, if you enjoy these videos, hit the like button and consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time.